they've bound themselves to their creation. Targeted individual psychic reading. If you think you might be a TI, then can get personalised readings on sale at the moment from $8.50. Right, so they've become bound to their own creation. So what this feels like is somebody or a collective who's put out a lot of black magic, been using energy manipulation, might have been spreading rumours and gossip, speaking ill on your name, right? And they're now in a position whereby, well, Wheel of Fortune, I'm going to say the wheel has turned. Okay, the wheel has turned. Because the thing is, when you do, for want of a better phrase, when you do a deal with the devil, even if you don't complete that task, the devil's going to come knocking. Now, I had a vision, if you want to call it that, of one of my attackers, and basically, the best way to describe it is because they've spoken on me, right? They're now in a position whereby they've got an attachment and they've been given a choice. They're a psychic, a medium. Destroy your own reputation like you tried to do with the warlock, or like you've spoken ill on him. And it's that kind of energy there, right? Ace of Swords in the reverse, Lord of the root of the powers of the air. So they're losing their powers, and because it's air, it's that ethereal energy, that connection with spirit, that connection with source. Ace of Cups in the reverse position, Lord of the root of the powers of water. So they're losing the connection with their emotions, with their empathy, etc., etc. Devil card in the reverse, Lord of the gates of matter. So you're breaking that devil energy. Okay, that is now, because it's reverse, I want to say that's now reversing on them. Six of Wands in the reverse, Lord of victory. They're not going to get that victory they wanted. The Magician in the reverse. The Magus of power. Right, so basically what's happened here is this person is losing their connection with source. They're losing their psychic mediumship abilities. They're losing their ability to show empathy, because I feel like with this person, because they've dipped into dark energies, because they've been speaking a lot of death on people, that mask of empathy is slipping, and they're going to be saying things that are just horrible to people. They're going to be showing their true side. The devil energy, like I say, that's breaking away from you. That dark energy is breaking away from you, and it's returning on them. It's returned to sender, right? This victory that they so badly wanted to see you gone, right, has backfired. Now, what I'm also drawn on this card is that you got the hands there, and it's like they're pushing the button, right? They're pushing the button. Source is pressing the button on them. And then the Magician, because obviously the Magician's like the manifestation card, the magic card. They're losing all the psychic abilities. They're losing their ability to manifest. They're losing their ability to make changes with magic. Okay, they're done for. I'm being told they're done for. The time is here. The gates are closing behind them. They have chosen to destroy their reputation over the magic, let's call it. All right, Six of Pentacles, Lord of material success. This is you. Universe, the great one of the night time. King of Wands, Prince of the Chariot of Fire. Nine of Wands, Lord of great strength. Right, so yeah, you're going on to big things. You're going on to big things. This person was a bit of a heavy hitter. They not only reputation wise for what they offered in regard to their readings and stuff like that, reputation wise, but also I feel like that they were a lot more heavily connected to people in the background than than even you realize. Okay, I'm being told this person tried to get out, as in out of some kind of collective, out of something, but once you came along, and the core attackers came in, they were swayed. They were scared, and then they were swayed. They were swayed. I'm being told that there's been a lot of people that you've come across on your path who are connected to this, who have attempted to get out. Okay, some of them might have kind of up sticks and ran off, but they're being hunted down. They're being hunted down by Source. Okay, Source sees all. And then I've got the Grim Reaper from the Death card in my mind, and it's like they're being chased by the Death card. Now, I'm not saying that people are gonna, but it's more that kind of ending at the end, the ending of the situation, the end of the cycle. Victory will be swift. Victory will be swift. Okay, this person that you're dealing with, like the one I'm dealing with, it's not the same person, but they've been one of the main people putting the blocks when it comes to your finances or your career. Okay, your targets, your crosshairs have been elsewhere when you've been trying to do your counter work. You did something in the past which kind of stopped them and started to activate that karma. But if it's anything like me, I think that you thought that that person realized and understood the position that they put themselves in, but they didn't. Much like a lot of people out there in the kind of witchcraft or spiritual community, once they've dug that hole, rather than kind of going, right, I'm going to face my karma, they just keep digging. They just keep digging, and this is what that person's done. You've got nothing to worry about now moving forwards from this person, right? So 10 of Cups in the reverse, Lord of perfected success, Ace of Wands, Lord of the root of the power of fire. Now, what I'm saying here is with those two, excuse me, with that one coming out reverse, that's the blockage. Excuse me. That's what they've been doing. You've been trying to perfect your craft and become successful, and they've been stopping it. So yourself, your team, your guide, Source has come in with this flaming club and knocked them out of the park, basically. Right, let's pull some What's the Tea cards, because I know you guys like this. So let's see if there's any clues, extra clues to what's kind of playing out. Okay, I'm being told this isn't for me. This part, this would be for some people out there. Don't feel sorry for them. Don't feel sorry for them. Allow them to face their downfall. Okay, and I had the phrase public humiliation. This person is going to publicly humiliate themselves, because I feel like there's been some humiliation magic placed on you. Okay. Now, if you're anything like me, if you're in your authenticity can't be humiliated. Because you're quite happy, like me, to go, you know what, I'm a lunatic. Call me a lunatic if you want. Wasting time, stuck, no changes, limited, car drama, repo nightmares, always asking for a ride, too broke to fix it. Right. So this person has been wasting time, wasting your time. So for me, as I always say, right, I can't be stopped. I can't be defeated, and sending this petty little shitty energy on me, it just wastes my time, because I've got to do return sender. Now, it feels like with this person, because they've wasted so much of your time, well, their time's going to be wasted. And that's simple things like, I don't know, say, for example, if they had an appointment, let's go for your classic GP surgery. I mean, you have to wait around for ages anyway. Say that they got an appointment at like 9 o'clock in the morning. They're going to be there till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, because there's always something coming up. Oh, we've had an emergency come in, etc., etc. Car drama, whether or not they're having this now, I feel like they're going to be affected by it, because I had just over a year and a half ago, I had an awful lot of car drama. Okay, and I believe that was black magic put on me. This person was involved in that. Well, they're getting that back times 1,000. Okay, yeah. I'm being told that there's nothing more for you to do with this person. Nothing more for you to do. Right. looking you up, cyber stalking, studying you, getting information. Okay, I want to split to that one. Dirty offer. They did receive a dirty offer. So yeah, I feel like that they wanted to get out the game. They received a dirty offer, and they thought, why not? Right? They're looking right because for me, when you've got like somebody who's creeping around on fake profiles and stuff like that, well, their karma is to become obsessed. So that again, that ties into the wasting time. What they're doing, what they're saying, what they're putting out there, and they're becoming obsessed with it. And it's going to drive them la la. As I say, there's nothing more for you to do. You're moving on. Thank you. Next. Keep pushing forwards. Your abundance is coming, baby.